All right, guys, we all feel it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Fast food inflation. Now we can't even go out to eat in fast food places for cheap. It's hitting us where it hurts, guys, right? Let's jump right in and see.
Fast food anymore. Matter of fact, I don't have the money to buy fast food anymore. Who made these prices? It's overnight stuff with these fast food places. One night it's like, yeah, dude, everything's $1. Let's roll here, dude. I love fast food. You can live on this. This is the blue collar food. Then bam, overnight it's like, hey, guess what? Your Arby's is $53. I'm never paying $53 for fast food. One trip at McDonald's right now, one single trip to McDonald's, $30. $30? $30? That's pizza money. You're not pizza, you're fast food. But Burger King's out here like, no, it's like $12 for one of our chicken sandwiches now. That's normal. To who? To who and where did that ever get normal? And then Taco Bell now has the audacity to be they're going to be the guys who are like, hey, we're also going to be expensive now. Even you, Taco Bell? I'm done with fast food.
All right, there you have it. This guy here, he's done with fast food and laid out his case why. Seems like a pretty reasonable case. I mean, I go to the store too, and I saw, how crazy, insane fast food prices was. I was like, more than $10, 2 digits for a number one at McDonald's, please. Come on. I agree with this guy. What do you think? Here's some stats for you for you
It's been
stat guys.
30 years since Americans paid this much of your income for food. Now you have to have food to live. Okay? So prices at restaurants last month, January 24, increased 5% from January 23. Groceries up 1.2% from January 2023, when they were up about 10% from the year after. It keeps going up. Okay? U.S. consumers now spend 11.3% of their disposable personal income on food. And that has not been that high in 30 years.
Well, there you have it. Inflation on food has not been this high in 30 years. We're having to resort to going to fast food more, at least I am. And we'll see what this girl has to say. We'll see what this lady has to say. Taco Bell, probably.
I just went through the Taco Bell drive-thru and ordered 4 plain crunchy tacos with tomato and a medium Coke, medium Pepsi. I spent almost $13 on plain crunchy tacos. How is anybody surviving these days? Because this is getting crazy.
Yeah, 4 tacos, $13. That's for regular tacos. That's $3 each, right? If I'm doing math right, 3 and some change. That's a little bit high for some tacos. I agree with you there. What do you guys think? Okay, here's a guy. Hey. Here's a guy, we got coming up, here's a guy that knows how to beat inflation. Okay, so listen up.
The reason why inflation doesn't affect me is because I can just eat the flood bowl. Look how big this massive bowl is. Side tortilla, extra 300 calories, bunch of vinaigrette sauce, full of calories. I basically get a day's worth of calories in one meal. That's beating inflation.
All right, guys, so yeah, cut down to 1 meal. How about that to beat inflation? Like this guy, I just threw that as comedy comedy relief, man. We won't get too depressing here, right? So we need a little bit of something. But here's a real one for you guys.
It's Friday and Lent at McDonald's. We're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch and then we'll make something else for dinner. So, whatever, I order 3 filet of fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off. Pull around, order 3 filet of fishes, not the meal, just the sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? And I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 filet of fishes on Friday during Lent at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's a little bit of extreme. And the filet of fishes, they're like, right, they're like this big. They're the size of a silver dollar now, aren't they? A little bit bigger than that, right? But when I saw one, it was like this big. I was like, holy smokes, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Anyways, let's see what this dude has to say.
I went shopping at the BX. Yeah, I had to get some stuff. And Taco Bell was right there. I hadn't had lunch yet. I was really hungry. I didn't have food at the house. So I was like, hey, Taco Bell, can I get 3 cheesy gordita crunches? And I was like, actually, how much is 1 cheesy gordita crunch? And they said $4.90 for one of them. Am I tripping, or they weren't that expensive a couple years ago, were they? Right? $4.90 per one? I might as well just go to a sit-down restaurant and spend the exact same money. What's going on with you, Taco Bell? Like, who knew Taco Bell was a sit-down restaurant? I was literally able to get this, sit down, watch some UFC, enjoy, just chilling, eating some good food for less than $14. Taco Bell, maybe you should fix your prices, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, so when the fast food places start to get to the prices of sit-down restaurants, that's a problem. And, you know, sit-down restaurants are getting pretty high too. So, you know, what do you do, right? Anyways, let's check this guy out.
You'll never guess what we're doing to the Baconator.
Wendy's announced it'll start testing dynamic pricing on digital menu boards next year, a form of surge pricing like Uber and Lyft. Artificial intelligence will suggest menu items and determine whether to raise prices based on demand, location, and time. Wendy's says, for example, it might suggest a cool Frosty on a warm summer day. This will allow us to be more nimble and flexible with pricing.
Why introduce this when customers can easily just go somewhere else?
Clearly, the company is trying to find ways to boost its share price and improve its profit margins, but it could come at the expense of losing some faithful customers.
Yeah, so come on, man. Surge prices, you're gonna try that on us? I remember when this story came out and people just lit them on fire. I remember that, lit them on fire. You gonna do surge prices? I mean, I'll never come. And you know what? I agree with those guys, because if you know, during peak times, you know, lunch or dinner, you're gonna jack the price on me up? You're gonna jack up the price on me? I'll never come there, sorry. And then they just retracted real fast. I don't know if you guys saw that story, but real fast. Now here's one that'll really get you going. If that didn't get you going, this will.
Cereal!
Beyond the burgers, Kellogg is also under fire after its CEO suggested consumers struggling with inflation could eat cereal for dinner.
If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable.
Backlash online was swift.
This fool making $4 million a year. You think he's feeding his kids cereal for dinner?
It's a tough sell because cereal prices have surged more than 25% compared to pre-pandemic.
Well, it rings a little bit like the French Revolution, let them eat cereal, and it does sort of not read the room very well. Families are really struggling to afford bringing food to the table to feed everyone at the table, and now they're suggesting cereal for dinner. It just seems like he's missing the point here.
Bro, you got to be living in an ivory tower somewhere or something, dude. Cereal, let them eat cereal. Cereal's cheaper than, dude. Let us eat cereal for dinner. Come on, man. What is wrong with you? They're just trying to line their pockets with money, right? Jacking up the cereal prices too. What? Come on, man, please. What do we do here? This guy knows. When you walk into a restaurant, you don't have enough money.
How's it going? I got $10. Can I get a...
Wow.
Sheesh. God, ew. Can I get my, can I get a burger? All right, here's my $10. All right, thank you. That's crazy.
But that really sets the tone, though. This guy, that's funny. That's pretty funny. He, ripped off on the price of the original thing, and then it turns out to be a half-eaten burger too. I guess this is a shrinkflation skit or something. I don't know, or just getting kicked while you're down skit. But I thought I'd throw that in there just so that we don't all become depressed together. But here's a good one. Check this one out. Poor McDonald's again. We're beating up on that.
I thought everyone went to McDonald's because of how cheap it was. When did McDonald's start charging $18 for a Big Mac? So a Connecticut McDonald's decided to not have their prices like the rest of America and decided to charge $7.29 for a single Egg McMuffin and $5.69 for a single hash brown. Not to mention, just a few months ago, they went viral at this same McDonald's because they charged $17.59 for a Big Mac meal with a drink. Now, the CEO of McDonald's has even said that they have lost their touch with lower income customers, those who make $45K a year or less. I didn't think $45K a year or less was low income. But nonetheless, he even said on his own earnings call, eating at home has become more affordable. The battleground is certainly with that low-income consumer. They said quick and cheap are two of the first words that come to mind when thinking about fast food. McDonald's used to be able to go get like 3 things off the dollar menu and make it a full meal. Now they barely have anything on the dollar menu. They don't do breakfast all day. McDonald's has just been going downhill for years now.
Definitely. I mean, if you saw $18, whatever, $16 McDonald's thing, I'd be like, no, you're crazy. You might as well just shut the store down because I'll never come there. But I mean, it's freaking. I mean, freaky though, right? I mean, what do you do? All right, we've been picking on McDonald's too much. Let's do some. What are we gonna do? Some Burger King, huh?
Hold on. Is this real? Are you telling me the Impossible Whopper meal is $15 almost? And the Whopper meal itself is... When did this... What? What?
More for the fake meat, right? The Impossible Burger, right? Than the Whopper. But the Whopper, man, they're like 11, 18, 15 bucks. Come on, give me a break, dude. Everybody. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Whopper, whatever, man. Okay. But... This is, you're lucky you stayed for this one. You ain't gonna believe this. Okay, watch this. I'll give you a hint. It was from that book we used to get read, Stone Soup. You remember that? When the people, didn't have any food, so they, put stones in the soup. You're gonna have to watch it. Just it'll blow your mind. Look, watch this.
CNN International is now featuring, I kid you not, a phenomenon that are called stir-fried stones. And they are saying that this is China's latest street food fad. That's not a euphemism when they say stir-fried stones. They mean literally rocks that have spices on them. Like, here's the video.
Rocks as the main ingredient. And social media calls it, quote, the world's hardest dish. People are supposed to suck off the flavors, then spit out the rocks. Hence the dish's name, so dio, meaning suck and dispose. Street vendors cook the pebbles with spices, chili oil, and garlic on a sizzling grill.
Excited, guys? Would you like to suck a rock?
Oh, come on, man. You got to give me a like for that one, right? That's sucking rocks, bro. I mean, come on. Go suck a rock. Oh, you ain't got no money? Go suck a rock. You can't afford food? Go suck a rock. Come on, dude. Oh, man, that's awesome. Subscribe if you... Consider subscribing. Let me fix that volume real quick. All right, this guy right here, he explains it. This is serious here.
The people are just buying and eating out constantly. It's no longer affordable. You're looking at, $20 every time you go out to eat. If you're with two people, even at a fast food place, you're at $35. You go sit down at a restaurant, that's $65. You eat out 4 days a week, that's a lot of money. It's not sustainable anymore. It used to be for fast food was an easy way for you to feed the family on the way home from a baseball game. Or I'm really tired after work, I just don't have time to cook. Now it's like, I would rather just pre-make my entire week's meals and do that. I agree with you. It's not sustainable for the average person anymore.
Definitely not. I mean, I used to eat out a lot when I was a kid, right? And it used to be, I guess back in my day, it used to be cheaper, right? But now there's no way, right? I've got we got a family of 4. My son eats out a lot. I don't eat out as much as I used to, but man, it's tough. Yeah, we can't, it's not sustainable. I agree with the guy. Here's a good one. Pay attention to this. This is a kind of contrarian. She's saying, hey, well, I'll let her say it, okay? And then we'll talk about that after.
I just got home from CrossFit and I live about 5 miles from there. And I counted a minimum of 6 fast food restaurants and coffee shops, not counting like sit down walk-in restaurants. And every single one of them had cars wrapped around the building. Now, we're in a depression. Inflation is higher than it's ever been. Money is tight. People are working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. And yet these places never cease to be completely full and packed. And why? Let me ask you why. Is it because it's easy? Is it because it's convenient? It's not cheap anymore, and it's crap food. So what are we going to do about it? I'm tired when I get home in the evenings. Sometimes it's after 7 o'clock. And, if I don't have anything planned to eat, I think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do to eat? Should I just go grab something? I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But no, I got some frozen vegetables in the freezer, and I'm going to throw a chicken breast in the air fryer. It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. She's dedicated to cooking, to eating at home for sure, but sometimes it just, it gets you, right? And then you feel the pain of like, oh man, that wasn't even worth it, dude, right? Why did we even do that? Here's a lady with some breaking news right here.
And in other news, the sexual position formerly known as 69 will now be called 96. Due to the economy, the cost of eating out has gone up.
That's pretty good, right? Okay, the comedy relief. Here's another one against McDonald's here. Come on. All right, let's listen to what this guy has to say.
McDonald's, we gotta talk. I just went and got a meal that I normally get for $3. And tonight it was $7. Let me show you what I got. I got a small French fry, 6 bags of ketchup, and the famous double cheeseburger. And that's it. That cost me $7. And now you're forcing me to cut this into 4 different meals so that I can afford to live. Not happy about this. You all know I used to be able to divide this into 2 meals. It was a great deal. But with inflation and my new weekly lease payment on the Porsche, I guess this is what we're going to have to do. It is good, though. We're going to have like 3 more fries. We're going to put this back in the fridge for later this week. Does anybody want to buy the Rivian? I can't afford all this stuff anymore.
Rivian, that's funny. Yeah, this guy was making fun of it all, but it's Porsche payments, Rivian, right? But his point is things have gone up, and he was joking around and stuff, but I get it. All right, here's one about Cane's.
Is it me or the Cane's chicken tenders getting a little smaller? Inflation got... Did the bread get smaller too? Or am I tripping, bro? Bro, inflation just got Cane's. This is fucked.
So Cane's is probably my son's favorite, one of my son's favorite places anyway. I used to get those all the time. But he would appreciate that because I remember the chicken strips being a whole lot bigger than that. But anyways, that's it for today. Really appreciate it, guys. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. And let me know what kind of videos you want me to do for you. What are you gonna do, right? Get a second job, you know, do Uber, Lyft, do the side hustle kind of thing. May want to consider getting a side hustle. I've got a link in the description below for a 15-day course on how to start an online business. It's about affiliate marketing. It's $7 for the course. The whole thing, not a month, not a year. $17 for a whole 15 days worth of it's great training. Did it myself. I can vouch for it, and making a little bit of money. So check it out if you want to. If not, leave me a comment. Tell me what else you want to hear. What other videos you would like to see. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. I wish you much success in your finances and in life. Peace.